everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about animals helping humans. This is the third episode of the series Animals and Humans. I'm Rita and today it's all about you. Animals nowadays are used to help humans in many ways and fields. Even if we are starting to notice a certain amount of brands and products that are cruelty-free in order to protect our planet in general, we have to admit that there are areas where this topic about animal testing are useful and actually need. Nowadays in whole planet, legally, all drugs and medicines in general have to be tested on animals until it's safe to humans to have this kind of drug or medicine. So we have to understand that animal testing for medical reasons are a way of animals contribute for the scientific community to help us with many research for different diseases. All biomedical research with lab animals advances veterinary medicine as well as human medicine, and this may help pets and animals of the wildlife live longer and stronger and healthier. Disease from cancer to epilepsy not just happen to humans, they are present in many other animals, not just the normal animals, the pets, the ones that we have at home, but also in the wildlife. These are diseases that many animals can have. The same happened with vaccination, and we have to understand that all the research that animals are used, it's not just for the good of humankind health, but also for the good of animals in general health, because all the vaccines that are created in the veterinary field, they have to be tested in animals too. If we have to consider a world where there are no animal testing, we have to consider instead a world where humans are tested instead of animals. And in this way, this starts to be possible in many countries and in many cultures. And in this way, it's important that a person will declare that she will give their body for the science field when she will be gone, when she will be dead. And of course, we have to understand that testing in humans are much more accurate, but there are not much body tissue and body cells where researchers can do it. Therapy animals that have certification, they can be used in hospitals, in homes, in healthcare centers to help people to overcome a recovered health situation or to improve the health in a physical or mental way. For this topic, we have a whole video that we are talking about all of this, and I will leave some information in the description box below. Assistant dogs, they help people in the daily life tasks, but they are trained to live with their own disabled owner. They have access with their owners to any kind of buildings. We are talking about church, hospitals, shopping centers, and so on. So any kind of places, any kind of buildings, they have to allow assistant dog to enter when they are working with a person that needs their own assistance. And these kind of dogs, they can use by impaired visual person, but they also can be trained for any other kind of tasks that a person needs. And these can be, for instance, helping the owner answer the telephone, or the doorbell, a baby cry, a smoke alarm, and so on. So these kind of trains are very specific for each individual, and they are very specific for each need. It's important to understand that these kind of animals, they are not pets. They are special trained, and they cannot be jumping from an owner to another owner. No, these are very specific trained dogs, and they have a very specific task, and they should only be trained for one task, for one person, to help one disabled owner. These animals are chosen not just for intelligence, but of course they are chosen for the behavior and for the temperament, and then they will be trained. And usually these kind of dogs, in a normal way, they should not be feel overwhelmed with all the tasks that they are trained for, but they have to feel comfortable with it. Other kind of field for animals to help humans is the security dog. These dogs are trained by the police force or the military forces, and they are used in searching for drugs and explosives. They are used for missing people or trying to find missing people, finding certain kind of evidence in a crime scene, and they can be a guard dog for security reasons. Anyway, dogs are not the only ones that the law enforcement use. There are other animals used by the police or by the military forces, like horses, dolphins, cats, and birds. Most of the countries have to have a law that really defends these kind of animals, particularly when they are doing tasks for humans. Since forever, humans always use animals as helpers. For instance, on the field, for agriculture purposes, for transportation purposes, and even for companionship. Unfortunately, the use of animals for human work is something that it doesn't work as it should. So there are lots of situations where animals are not respected like they should, and they are not treated as they deserve. Humankind, in their superiority, sometimes forget that there are certain things that we are equal to the rest of the animals, and sometimes forget that there are certain kind of things and ways that we are all treating animals in a very wrong way, and in a very even dangerous way for our own kind. The governments of each country must have a much more effective laws to protect animals and pets, in order for all of us be a little bit more respectful and treat other animals the way they really deserve. And so that's all for today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, share with a friend, comment if you want, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!